Like 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Tragic announcement about Willie Nelson. Country music star Willie Nelson got some tragic news this week when he was hit with a heartless death hoax. Click to Houston reported that the hoax seems to have started when WLSAM in Chicago tweeted that multiple people in the country music industry said Nelson, 84, had passed away. The tweet quickly went viral, with fans all over the country going into mourning. Finally, Nelson's management released a statement saying that the singer is still alive and well, and WLSAM then retracted their tweet. It's sad that someone would target a legendary singer like Nelson with such a despicable hoax. The hoax was particularly scary because Nelson has been suffering from ill health over the past year. The Boot reported that back in March, a report from tabloid-style celebrity gossip site Radar Online claiming that Nelson is at death's door and has been so affected by emphysema and pneumonia that he can't even get enough breath to sing. In January and February, Nelson was forced to cancel multiple tour dates due to a mysterious illness that was never revealed to the public. He previously spoke out about being targeted with death hoaxes, and even wrote a song about it called Still Not Dead. I got up 2 or 3 times in the last couple of years and read the paper where I passed away, Nelson has said. So I just wanted to let him know that's a lot of horses tea. We're so thankful that Nelson is still alive. God bless you, Willie Nelson. Michelle Obama resurfaces to make sickening announcement. Michelle Obama resurfaced on Friday to send a sickening message to her husband for his 56th birthday. Another year older, but the same phenomenal guy I married nearly 25 years ago. Happy birthday, Barack Obama, we love you so much. Michelle wrote on Twitter, according to Elite Daily. Michelle posted the same message on Instagram. This comes after Freedom Daily reported that a former Barack Obama staffer has come forward to reveal Michelle has a lust for power like nobody else. The aide said that it was actually Michelle who ran the show in the Obama White House despite the fact that she did not hold an elected position. But the true person in charge of the White House was the First Lady Michelle Obama, said former Obama staffer Lisa Mastromenico. She's the boss. She went on to talk about how bitter Michelle could be, and explained that she could really hold a grudge. If he was mad at you for any reason, you'd be, like, okay. If she was mad at you. If you thought for some reason she might be, you were, like, I'm in so much trouble, Mastromenico recounted. This is not the image Michelle has tried to make for herself in the public eye. Share this story so we can expose Michelle Obama. The View hosts try to bash Donald Trump, immediately get shut down. Whoopi Goldberg and her fellow liberal hosts of ABC's The View love repeatedly bashing President Donald Trump every morning. On Tuesday, however, conservative co-host Jedediah Bila stepped in to silence Whoopi and her friends after their attacks on Trump went too far. Independent Journal Review reported that the segment in question was about whether Trump can share information with allies in regards to counterterrorism, even if it's Russia. What is the real issue here? Whoopi asked. That Russia doesn't have to work so hard to discover anything, we'll just tell them. They used to have to hack us, Sarah Haynes responded. I don't think that the people who created our government expected to have a blabbermouth in the White House, Joy Behar added. It's like Ralph Cramden, you know, you're a blabbermouth. So they expected the president to have the wherewithal to not say something like that to the so-called enemy, certainly, rivals. At that point, Bila had enough. His justification for this is that we are partners with Russia on the issue of combating ISIS, on this particular issue of combating terrorism, she said. The reason Russia is complicated is because, as we know, Russia is fueling Assad. So my question was not whether or not he has the right to share this classified information. He's president, and what you said before is correct, he has the right to declassify this information, and at will share it. My concern is, do you trust Russia with that information? Boom. This comes weeks after Whoopi claimed that she is more qualified to be president than Trump and that people are begging her to run for the position. Here's the difference, Whoopi said of her and Trump. When I speak, at least you know that I've actually looked stuff up, so people think that I might be more aware. People know that I've had a wide variety of lives, so they think I might know some stuff. But when you have someone who doesn't seem to do the homework, who doesn't seem to have any idea how things actually run, when you bring up Hillary, I can only think to myself she may not have been the best candidate for people, but I know she knew what she was doing, she added. Share this story if you agree with Jedidia B. Scoop: identity of White House leaker is revealed. Ever since President Donald Trump took office, his White House has been plagued by a series of leaks. This week, he was hit with yet another leak when a classified transcript of conversations he'd had with world leaders was released to the Washington Post. Now, the person who leaked this transcript appears to have been exposed. The Inquisitor reported that a woman named Megan Bodask is reportedly being blamed for leaking the documents to the press. She had been in charge of editing and managing the transcripts before she allegedly leaked them. This was revealed by Mike Cernovich on Twitter. Megan Bodask, who forced out pro-Trump Nadal, was responsible for managing and editing them. The transcripts leaked to WAPO, he wrote. This comes after Daily Mail reported that a classified transcript was leaked of Trump's conversation with Mexican President Enrique Pena Nieto on January 27. The transcript stated that Trump indicated he was willing to launder his pledge to make Mexico pay for a border wall. This came after Trump repeatedly campaigned on the promise that Mexico would pay for it. Speaking of the funding, Trump told Pena Nieto, "It will come out in the wash, and that is okay." He then said, "But if you are going to say that Mexico is not going to pay for the wall, then I do not want to meet with you guys anymore because I cannot live with that." These comments show that Trump was well aware of how the public would perceive any signs of backtracking on his campaign pledge to somehow force a sovereign nation to pay for something its leaders vehemently opposed. "You cannot say that to the press," Trump said. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Lindsey Graham issues disturbing threat to Trump. Special Counselor Robert Mueller dropped a bombshell on Thursday when he revealed that he has impaneled a grand jury. Now, Senator Lindsey Graham, RSC, has issued a threat to President Donald Trump that is downright disturbing. The Washington Examiner reported that after it was suggested that Trump should fire Mueller, Graham stepped in to say what would happen if he did that. Any effort to go after Mueller could be the beginning of the end of the Trump presidency unless Mueller did something wrong, Graham said. Mueller was appointed by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who told the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee in June he would remove Mueller only for good cause. "And I am required to put that cause in writing. That's what I would do. If there were good cause, I would consider it," Rosenstein told the senators. "If there were not good cause, it wouldn't matter to me what anybody says." This comes after Graham indicated that Trump is getting ready to go to war with North Korea. "There is a military option to destroy North Korea's program and North Korea itself," Graham said. "If there's going to be a war to stop him, Kim Jong-un, it will be over there. If thousands die, they're going to die over there, they're not going to die here." And Trump, told me that to my face. And that may be provocative, but not really. When you're President of the United States, where does your allegiance lie? To the people of the United States. This man, Kim Jong-un, is threatening America with a nuclear-tipped missile. President Trump doesn't want a war. The Chinese can stop this, but to China, South Korea, and Japan, Donald Trump is not going to allow this missile, Graham added. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Just and look who Trump is firing now. Heads have been rolling at Donald Trump's White House this week as the president has fired both his chief of staff Reince Priebus and his communications director Anthony Scaramucci. Now, reports are coming in that Trump is preparing to fire someone else as well. Independent Journal Review reported that new reports indicate that Trump has suggested firing the Afghanistan war's top commander, General John Nicholson. Senior officials in the Trump White House say the president has complained that the United States was losing the war in Afghanistan. "We aren't winning," he also said. Trump expressed these concerns during a meeting on July 19 in which he slammed his military advisors, including Secretary of Defense James Mattis, who sat with him in the Situation Room. Trump reportedly did not understand why Mattis was losing ground in Afghanistan even after he already received authority to make changes to military activity in Afghanistan. Mattis responded that the U.S. was losing because it didn't have the right strategy. Senator Lindsey Graham, RS.C., expressed concerns about Trump firing Nicholson and warned the president that if Trump didn't listen to his generals, Afghanistan might collapse. "Here's my advice to the president: listen to people like Jen. Nicholson and McMaster and others who have been in the fight," Graham said. He added that he couldn't think of a good reason to fire Nicholson and described his performance as admirable. The White House has refused to comment on this. The president's national security team is developing a comprehensive, integrated strategy for South Asia that utilizes all aspects of our national power to address this complex region, said Michael Anton, spokesman for the National Security Council. That strategy has been worked carefully in the interagency process, and while no decision has been made, the president's team continues to develop options for him that address threats and opportunities to America arising from this vital region. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.